Good morning, good morning, good morning. Here we are. It is December 26th. It is the day after Christmas. And for some, you're celebrating Christmas today, especially those of you who work a traditional work week. I think today's the day that Christmas is being observed. So whatever your plans are today, I hope you take a little time for yourself. I just gave myself some sound therapy and it really helped. And I'm on my second cup of coffee. Good morning, Lori. And I'm ready to start my day. So I hope you're all doing well out there. This is the weekly video. So we're going to do the weekly energies. And for those of you who may have not noticed, I'm really excited. On January 15th, it's a Sunday, I will be at the Eclectic Hedge from 1 to 5 doing 20-minute mini readings. And you can get all of that information in the event section on my Facebook page or on my website in the events. And you can get your tickets there also in the shop. And the ticket, it's going to be a first come, first serve because it's too hard to kind of schedule. So it will be first come, first serve. But if you buy your ticket in advance, you go right to the front of the line, in front of all the non-ticket holders, and then right behind the most current ticket holder. So really looking forward to that. I think that'll be an amazing event. Good morning, Deb. Good morning. Hey, Lori. Yeah, enjoy that day off. And definitely for those of you who teach or work in the school system, I hope you're all enjoying today and this week. Also, I would like to do a little bit of prayer, sending up prayers to everyone that has been affected by this storm. I'm in the Northeast, but I'm in what is referred to as Central New York. And it's actually Western New York that I was reading about this morning that got hammered. And even first responders are having problems. So first responders are having to get first responders out of problems before they can go and help others. So just sending up a prayer to anyone in this storm belt, whether you're in New York State or not. I know it's been affecting pretty much the western, northern states in the United States. So it's been a whole belt. Good morning, Tina. So if we could just send up a prayer, because I know I was reading, I think we're up to a 27 count in the people who have crossed over in this situation. So if we can just give them a little bit of shout out to prayer, letting them know that we're thinking of them and we're praying for them, sending them positive energy. I know what it's like to be in a winter storm where you have no power. You don't know when you're getting your power back. For some, they don't have heat, especially if you don't have a way to, build a fire, or anything that is not electric driven, as far as heat source. So yes, if we could just send a prayer up for them. So, all right, let's go ahead and dig in and see where the energies are this week. What is this week bringing us? Please like, heart, share, subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, there we go. I like it. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Okay. So I know we're not, absolutely, Karen. Absolutely. Anybody who's kind of going through it in this current climate, whatever it is, the economic climate, the weather climate, social climate. Agreed. So I know that we're not at the first of the year yet, but this Capricorn new moon, if you didn't look at the pick a card that I did on that is linked down below, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube, that was a pretty powerful 3 very different choices. So definitely go to the reading that you're called to, resonate with, the number you resonate with, the card you resonate with, whatever you're feeling, go with the feeling, okay? 3 very different readings, but it really was going to show you what the Capricorn new moon was bringing you as a beginning. And I feel like this reading is kind of the beginning of a cycle, or the beginning of this new energy that's coming in for us. So even though we're not at the first of the year yet, we still have a week to go. I feel like we're feeling the precursor of the energies that are coming for 2023. And so I feel like a lot of what is being shown to me that I'm going to share with you is that we are having a lot of things beginning where there have been endings or are being endings. And for some of you, that's not even an external ending. It could be just an internal ending of I'm done with dealing with that. I'm done with thinking about that. I'm done with that whole situation, idea, hurt, person, whatever. Okay. So what that is now bringing you to, especially when you're ready to kind of put something behind you, you are now being brought into this Ace of, look at that, Ace of Wand energy. So you're bringing in new beginnings, new cycle, new energy, new inspiration, new transformation in the area of your passion, your purpose, your motivation, your mission. So for some of you, the reason things haven't been going the way you wanted them to go, or the reason that you haven't been receiving what it is you had wanted to receive, because again, remember, we don't have the playbook. And I feel like what you're being brought to is a brand new road that is going to allow you to really open up to that dream, that passion, in a way that maybe you put away or you forgot, you walked away from, because at that time it didn't work out, or it didn't seem feasible, or it was pie in the sky, it was never going to happen, right? And now Spirit's bringing you situations and opportunities and synchronicities, because that is your road. And everything you've been through up to this point has been leading you to getting on this road. For some of you, you had to kind of walk through some things that weren't going to work out, right? Some striving and driving, some career, some relationship that you just had to kind of put your energy into so that you could see why it wasn't your road, right? We're human, we have free will choice, and we are stubborn. And so for many of you, you've been going down a road and in a new way, away from what you felt you should be or wanted to be doing, but it didn't feel like it wasn't going to be accepted. It wasn't part of the programming. It wasn't part of the societal or family obligation, expectation. And now Spirit's bringing it to you. And now it's time to get on that road. Start that project. Take that course. Learn about whatever it is you're being brought to. Maybe for some of you, you're going to be learning astrology, or how to read cards, or how to tap into the field, or how to really get in connection with your own divinity, your own sovereignty. And for some of you, you're going to be doing that by the transformation. You're going to be saying no to things that you once said yes to, because you're ready for the new. You're ready for your soul to be filled. And only you can do that. Wherever you've been looking for that external happiness, fulfillment, you got to go within. It's inside. It's not outside. It'll manifest on the outside once you flip that script on the inside. Oh yeah, did I not tell you this was major cards came out? Because you are coming into a new beginning of stability and safety. This passion, this new road, this mission, whatever it is, it's bringing you into that new foundation, family, financial, stability, safety. That's what the passion, that's what the purpose is leading you to. Where you've not been able to make the money that you wanted to make, where you've not been able to take that next step you wanted to take, where you have not been able to get out of your own way in the way that you thought you could, is because you couldn't get there in that way. You had to tap into your knowingness, tap into your feelings. Because that purpose, that mission, that dream, that passion, that is what is going to lead you to that next financial stability, that next overcoming the hurdle of why you couldn't get the promotion, why you couldn't stay in that job, why you couldn't hit the threshold of that next money increment. And actually, they just brought me to something. Back 20 years ago, I was working as a pharmacy tech and I was making $9 an hour and I couldn't get to 10. I got to $9.75, but I could not get to $10 an hour. It wasn't part of the plan for my role in that job. It was, I'd hit the ceiling or the threshold for being a pharmacy technician, no training other than a course I took through the company. I was never going to be more than $9.75 an hour. I was bringing home $400 a week. I was a single mom. I was never going to have the things I wanted to have. I was never going to be able to buy the car. I was never going to be able to go on vacation. I was never going to be able to help her with anything, school or anything. I was living as cheap as you could live. So that wasn't a problem. I could cover the bills, but there was nothing extra. The only other money I had coming in was $55 a week in child support. That wasn't even covering daycare. I had to do something different to jump that threshold of the $10. I quit my full-time job. I'd been there for 9 years. I had 4 weeks vacation, 401k, but I was never going to make more than what I was making. So yeah, it looked on the outside very safe and stable. I went there 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. Everybody around me was happy for me. I was doing well. Really? I was never going to have the things I wanted to have for my child. I was never going to have the things I wanted to have for myself. I was always going to live in that trailer park. I was always going to drive that beat up car. I was always going to have to decline going on family vacations and this is what you're being brought to, making that big change. Even though your situation may feel very comfortable, you can't get where you want doing the same old thing. It's the definition of chaos, right? Doing the same old thing, expecting a different result. No, these energies that are coming in are going to give you the opportunities, the resources, the synchronicities, everything you need to make that change. Are you going to be able to make the change? Because it's time. If you want what you want, you've got to go to a new shore. You've got to step off that cliff. You've got to trust that that boat is going to pick you up And it will. It'll pick you up and take you. Are there going to be obstacles and challenges? Absolutely. But are you going to fall on your face the way you have in the past? Absolutely not. Because partly is you're going to be trusting your gut. And so you're going to be going in the direction that Spirit is taking you, which is always the right direction. And the other part is you're not going to be making the choices from that place that you were in prior. You now have the experience to make your choices from that very empowered place. Because it is now time for you to co-create with your higher self and birth this new life, this new opportunity, this new passion. You are going to be brought what you need. You are now the magician in your own life. And for some of you, it's going to feel very lucky, right? Because we're human, it's got to be luck. It can't be that we've been doing the work, that we're trusting our instinct, that we're working with Spirit, that we're co-creating our reality. It's not luck. It's you're the magician in your own life. You're transforming. You're co-creating your reality. You're taking the step. You're going in the new direction. Yeah, it's going to be hard. Yeah, there's going to be trepidation. Don't let the fear hold you back. Remember, courage is not the absence of fear. Nope. I can't tell you how flipping scared I was. And I remember this, standing in my kitchen in my single wide trailer that needed work. Not going to lie, I was living comfortably, but it wasn't pretty. With my toddler, giving my 2 weeks notice to my safe and stable job to cash in my 401k and go back to school. I had to finish my 2-year degree, and then I had to start my 4-year degree. And I had to commute 45 to 50 minutes one way over back roads. It was not an easy commute, especially in this weather, because it was the winter. I mean, think about it. College is fall, right? You start in the fall, you end in the spring. All winter, all weather conditions with a $2 car. You have to sometimes take that leap of faith to get that better. And I don't tell you these stories or frame it for you to like pat me on the back that you did it. No, this is so you know this is hard stuff. I was terrified making that phone call. My parents were not happy. What do you mean you're going to give up a 9-year, almost decade-long job where you're comfortable? They love you. You've got 4 weeks paid vacation. What are you doing? I wasn't happy. I was never going to be more than that. I wanted more for that, for myself and for my child. Good morning, Christina. Good morning, Cruz. You have to be the magician in your own life. You have to co-create your reality. You have to be willing to make the change. Will there be sacrifice? Sometimes, yeah, there was sacrifice. Oh my God, was there sacrifice? I had to have daycare. I had to have a support system. I didn't sleep very much. I sacrificed my daughter. I mean, the time with my daughter, because I was commuting and going to school and writing papers and working. I mean, it was crazy. I look back on it now, guys. I don't know how I did it. If you want to know the God's honest truth, I don't know how I did it. I had a toddler. I had a job. I had full-time school. I was commuting to Cortland from where I live. There's no easy route there. It's all back roads. I had $2 cars. I had like 3 of them. And I mean it. Like one had like, I won't even tell you how bad they were, but they got me there. I'm going to be honest with you. I was definitely, when you're in alignment, Spirit takes care of you. God takes care of you. I never broke down. I didn't have an accident. And I know on more than one occasion, going down very steep, snowy, icy roads and seeing 2 or 3 cars off in the ditch wasn't my hand on the wheel. If you have faith and you believe and you're committed, you can have what you want. But you have to get out of your own way. You have to have the courage to walk through the fear. Spirit is going to bring you what you need when you need it. You have to be the magician in your own life, making the necessary choices and decisions. People ask me how I do what I do. That's how I do it. I give it over to God. I say, I can't do this alone. And I can't tell you, in those 5 years, I had to give it over to God. I don't know how I had the gas money to go. I don't remember how I had everything I needed, but I did. Money for coffee, food. Pay my bills. It was hard and it was scary, but I didn't focus on the fear. I focused on the work. I focused on what I needed to get done. I focused on my kid. I focused on God. This is what this energy is bringing you this week. Something where you have to make a choice. Are you going to birth a new future? Are you going to birth a new goal in reality? Are you going to take your step towards what is coming in that is very new and very different, taking you down a very different road, but that is your road of alignment. All that faith and all that trust is what broke me open. Now, did I learn it so completely that everything was roses and sunshine? Absolutely not. But it was a step on my journey. It was a step on my staircase to alignment. It was a big one. And sometimes we have to take that first big step. And all the other steps start to get smaller, easier. Not because they're not just as big, but because you now have the tools and the faith and the knowingness and the intuition that you need. Because this is where you're going. This is what this new cycle, this new road is bringing you. Joy and contentment. And I feel like something is going to come in this week that's going to ask you to choose the road that's going to bring you the joy and contentment. And this isn't just joy and contentment for today. This is joy and contentment throughout your life, in all parts of your life, for the rest of your life. Good morning, Chris. And then when you have blips, obstacles, challenges, something not happen the way you thought it was going to, you don't let it take you to your knees like you did in the past, because you know what you've overcome. You know that no matter what, you're okay. You're going to do it. You're going to make it. You're going to have what you need. You're going to be shown what you need to be shown. You're going to be given what you need to be given. So this joy and contentment is everlasting. But you have to make the big move. You have to make the big decision. You have to have the faith and courage to go where you're being shown to go. Take the opportunity you're being given. And get your support system. Because here's the thing. In this, when you make a big change, the people around you that can't go with you, there'll be people to come in to replace them. People who will have your back, people who will support you, people who will step up. But you have to believe in yourself. Have the faith that even though people around you can't see what you're doing, you know what you're doing. Because I'm going to tell you, when I quit my full-time job and I was going back to school at the age of 32 with a toddler, my family was not excited. They were not on my team. They got there. They got there. Good morning, Thomas. But I had to have the faith. I had to show them that I was committed and I was going to do this. And when you have that, people will jump on board. And those who can't, because it's too scary, too different, they're too insecure, they just have to go down their own road. They just have to go in on their way. And all you can do is keep doing you. I'm going to pull some angel cards to see who wants to come in and support you. For those of you who are going to be brought to a big decision, or those of you struggling with a big decision already. This isn't big. This isn't easy stuff. This is big stuff. And I feel like this week there's going to be something coming in that's going to ask you to make a big decision or think about making a big decision. Or those of you who already have been thinking about making a big decision. It's time. Yep. And so for those of you that are really struggling with those old programs, those old expectations, call on Archangel Haniel to help you overcome those inner child wounds that are holding you back, that old programming or family expectations. Archangel Haniel, come in and give me the strength. Help me to walk the path. Help me to take that first step. For some of you, it's about coming into your authenticity. Actually, while I was channeling this, I was feeling those of you that need to live authentically. Share who you truly are in whatever form that looks like. It's time. It's time. Put your support system around you. Get your friends. Sometimes your friends have to be your family until your family can get back on board. But, if you're really starting to share your passion, who you are, your authenticity, whether it's, I was going to be a teacher, not a medium. It didn't go over well, guys. And for some of you, you're going to be sharing things that are going to be so diametrically different. For some of you, there may be a little bit of, not a little bit, there may be a coming out of the closet situation, right? There may be stepping into a role people around you didn't even see coming because you've never shared it. You've never opened up about that part of your life. Call on Archangel Haniel to help you, to heal that part of you that is so terrified of how you're going to be received, of the ridicule or the judgment or the criticism or whatever it is you're afraid of. She is here to give you that unconditional love and help you to heal that part of yourself that was damaged, neglected, put down, abused. And the other one I got was step back and observe Archangel Michael. So also calling in Archangel Michael for strength. And for some of you, you're so caught up in the expectations and the programming and the woulda, coulda, shoulda, or the fear. Stepping back and observing how you feel and what's holding you back inside is going to help you to call in Archangel Michael to help you overcome that. cutting the cords to any of those old situations, old relationships. Again, relationship can be family, friend, it doesn't have to just be a romantic partner. And sometimes it's our family and our close friends that we've had for a very long time. Those are the ones that can hurt the most. To have to kind of cut that cord or sever that tie until either they can accept you for this new version or not. But this is about your growth, your healing, your need, your path. Nobody else's. And this week, something is coming in to help you face whatever you need to face to make the change that you need to make. So my coupon for 25% off any of my services is still valid until the 31st. So if you're someone that's been thinking about doing energy work with me, or you would just like a reading to kind of see where you're at, please just check out my website, go there. And thank you for being here today. But yeah, I feel like we're stepping into it, guys. We're stepping into it. Things are changing in a good way. So I'll be back Tuesday night, tomorrow night for Tarot Tuesday, where I'll pull one free card for as many people as I can fit in the hour. And also Thomas and I will be back on Thursday for Consciousness Conversation at 3:30. And you can look at all of our replays on the playlist, Consciousness Conversation. So if you want to catch up to what we're talking about, what we have talked about, or you need any more help in taking a step, check out my playlists on YouTube. It's all there, organized. All right, guys, have a beautiful rest of your week. I'm sending you so much love and so many blessings, and we'll talk to you soon.